Good morning. Let me present you today Helen of United States. New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern shares gun reform experience with U.S. politicians. While on a visit to the U.S., New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern shared her country's experience with gun reform in discussion with Democratic and Republican representatives on Wednesday. New Zealand has its own horrific experience and we made a changes as a result, Ardern said, referring to the 2019 mass casualty mosque shooting in Christian church. We are a nation that has very legitimate use of guns within our society, and yes, still we are able, with almost anonymous word support, to make those changes. American PA singer dropped out of NRA convention. Don Millen, 71-year-old singer of the hit song American P, announced that he will no longer perform at National Rifle Association annual convention this weekend after the school shooting in Ulvad, Texas, that left 19 children and 2 adults dead. He was meant to play at NRA Ground Oil Night of Freedom concert on Saturday in Houston. Ukraine says Russia shells more than 40 towns in Donbas push. Russian forces shelled more than 40 towns in Ukraine's eastern Donbas region, forcing Ukrainians to bury civilians killed in mass graves, as TASS news agency reported. Some 8,000 Ukrainian prisoners of war in the province of Luhansk and Donetsk. Biden orders police reform 2 years after Floyd killing. President Biden said an executive order Wednesday aimed at preventing and punishing police misconduct, a step that came on the second anniversary of the police killing of George Floyd, but fell well short for the sweeping reform legislation the White House had hoped would be a law by now. The order authorized the formation of national accreditation system for police department and will create a national database of federal officers who have disciplinary records or face subsisted misconduct complaints. Donald Trump had a rough night in Georgia. There are no two ways of analyzing what happened Tuesday in Georgia. Donald Trump lost bigly. Since the 2020 election, the former president has been fixated on his loss in the state and two Republican politicians who he blamed for the defeat, Governor Brian Kemp and Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger. Trump personally recruited primary challengers to both men and repeatedly proclaimed that he would help defeat them. Please subscribe for more headlines like this. Thank you.